watch your back, because this is one of the most dangerous prisons in the world. Located in Russia, Patak Island Prison contains some of the most terrifying convicts in the country. They are forced into cells for over 22 hours a day, and the rest of their time is spent in cages. But you think this prison is scary? Well, you haven't seen anything yet. As we take you on a journey to explore prisons around the world, they'll become more dangerous and terrifying as the list goes on. From criminal-run operations to cannibalism. Think you can make it to the end? Over in Armenia, we have the Armavir prison. What makes this one so dangerous? Well, it's rumored to be run by the prisoners. Known as the Thieves-in-Law, this criminal brotherhood is said to run the prison by its own code. They control the drug trade and smuggling, but nobody knows who their leaders are. I'm gonna go and give this one a 2 out of 10 on the scarometer. But if you think this one is scary, yeah, I have a prison on this list that I'd consider a 10 out of 10. Okay, next on the list, we have Rikers Island. This prison has one of the biggest rates of solitary confinement in America, and it houses thousands of cells specifically for this purpose. At number 9, we have Camp 22 in North Korea. Uh-oh. Yeah, this won't be good. Not much is known about this mysterious place, but it's one of roughly 30 concentration camps in the country. It's rumored to hold over 50,000 people and has prisoners working in mines for 12 hours a day. Okay, next, in California, is San Quentin Prison. This facility is famous for housing death row prisoners. And as a result, it's home to some of the most violent criminals. This one is a 4 out of 10 for me. Located in Sao Paulo, Brazil, is the Carandiru Penitentiary. At one point, this prison had over 8,000 inmates and 1,000 guards. Even with that 8-to-1 ratio, the inmates took over. And not only was it incredibly violent, but the prison was also filled with disease and malnutrition. Known as Guantanamo North, this prison, located in Indiana, contains some of the deadliest criminals in the United States. They're only released from their cells 3 times a week, where they can use the facility's exercise cages. Okay, this next prison on the list is known for its dancing inmates. What started as a simple prisoner exercise has turned into a viral sensation. But that's not why it's dangerous. It's the most overpopulated prison in the Philippines. And because of this, thousands of disease outbreaks happen every year. Okay, now before we get to our top 4, time for a bonus fact. Want to know one of the best tips for surviving prison? Yeah, of course you do. Avoid eye contact. In overcrowded prisons especially, this is essential not to get mixed up with the wrong crowd. Okay, back to the list. Number 4, we have Guantanamo Bay. This is a 7 out of 10 on the scarometer. It has less than 50 prisoners, but they're among the most dangerous in the world. This prison is also notorious for its interrogation tactics, some of which have included waterboarding and sense deprivation. Over in Madagascar is Antanamora Prison. Built for a maximum of 800 inmates, it's crowded to over 400% of its capacity. Prisoners here get a single meal a day, boiled cassava. As a result, malnutrition affects over 60% of the inmates, leading many to their death. Gitarama Prison's maximum capacity is 600 inmates. But despite this, over 6,000 prisoners are locked inside. This leads to most prisoners having to stand during their entire stay, causing their feet to get gangrene. And not only that, but prisoners are rumored to kill and even eat each other. Okay, you made it to the end. Brave. This last one is a 10 out of 10 on the scare factor. It's the Black Dolphin Prison in Russia. What makes this prison so dangerous is that every inmate in here is in here for life. On average, they've killed 5 people each. It's also full of pedophiles and even cannibals. Again with the cannibals. Black Dolphin keeps their prisoners in a single-cell cage for 23 hours a day where they're completely isolated. When they get to leave this tiny cell, they're just transferred to a slightly bigger cage where they can walk around. If you end up in this prison, it's likely you'll never go outside again. And that's why it's the scariest and most dangerous prison on this list.